So hello guys, today I'm going to take you through how to build how to set counter and increment and decrement. So we're in our HTML we're going to create a heading and name it counter. I'll give it a span ID of counter 0, and then we set a button ID increment. We name the button increment. After doing that, we are going to create a button with an ID of decrement. We name that button decrement. After creating it, now we go to our HTML. We are going to use our CSS. For my case, I've been using the internal CSS. Don't worry about it. I know most of you have used to using the external CSS. Now I'm going to take you through the button. After creating the button, now you can see what you have done. Just come open with live server. Taking a bit long, but yeah, this one what we have created. This one is a heading of counter, button of increment and decrement. When you click the increment, now the counter with an ID of 0 is going to increment. When you click on decrement, it's going to decrement. After there, we go to going to the functional part of the code. That means you're going to use the JavaScript. Go to JavaScript. Now even our JavaScript will be used for the internal in the HTML. Now JavaScript, we are going to declare a variable called counter. We give it a value of 0. Now after creating it, we want to tag the counter. Now we're going to create a variable counter EL, which we are going to use the document dot get element by ID counter, which is our counter there. Now we're going to create our function increment counter for making the incremental button alive. Now we come here, we set counter plus plus. We have already declared the counter variable, which is global. It's going to be accessed for the rest of the code. We don't want to declare it internal, which will make us problems then and then. So after creating it, increment, I'm going to take you even the part of adding text to the nodes that you have created to the increment. For there, we are going to use the set attribute. For our case, set attribute multiplication of the JavaScript attribute. We are going to say in the counter in the counter L that you have tagged the incremental, we are going to the inner text is equals to counter. We're going to take the counter which was 0. It will be incremented by, let's say counter was 0, incremented by 1, it will be plus 1. Again incremented plus 1, it will be 2. Incremented by, continue like that. Now let us insert a text in the counter incremental. We go to variable declare variable li, which we created in the UI, and give it an ID of list. After creating it, after creating the element li, we set attribute. We set it by stating li.set attribute data counter, which is our class, plus counter, which is be our attribute, to be incremented the attribute of the class. Now let's say li.inner HTML. Let's use this paragraph. You use the bold. This is quite good progress, keeping it up and keep it burning. Programming is the key, bright codes. Yeah, and after creating the li, we append a child of the li. I'm sorry for that. After creating the li, we append a child in the UL element that we already targeted. Now the child we are going to append to the UL element is the li that we had created initially. Now after creating there, we can now use the conditional control statement if else to manipulate. Now we create the if counter is equal to 0. Let's say we set the attribute class and we give it a class of red. When you want to style it, we just say li.style.color white, li.style.border is equals to dotted. Else, if it is not equal to 0, it will be given this attribute that we're going to set it with a class of yellow, white, double. Now for the even part, we'll be taking the color white. For the odd one, which is not equal to 0, it is going to be take the white. Now after creating it and adding an event listener to the document, to the increment button, which is we're going to use it document.getElement by id increment .add event listener click increment counter. This one is going to make the button alive. Now for the function decremental, we are going to create a variable li. That means the decremental is going to remove the incremental. If you increment by 1 and then you decrement by 1, it will be 0. So we are going to create a variable li is equal to element.querySelector.counter. For removing the element, we are going to use the function li.remove function, counter decrement. Now we add the event listener to the document.getElement by id decrement .event listener click decrement counter. Now we are done with that part. For here you have created the class red and yellow. Now we are going to give the attribute to the classes. .yellow we are going to we have given it a background of red, list and style type none. We have given a height of 100 pixel, width 200 pixel, border underscore radius 15% with a padding of 10 pixel. Fonts underscore style is equals to oblique. On the yellow class, we are going to give it a background color of green, list style type none, height 100 pixel the same as the red, width the same 200 pixel, border underscore radius the same 15%, padding 10 pixel. Font style is the same, oblique. The difference between the red and yellow attributes is just the color, but other properties are the same. Now on the hash list that we have targeted with the ID of list in the UL, we are going to give it a grid, display of grid. We are going to say grid underscore template underscore columns repeat 4 1 free, padding 0 pixel, gap 5 pixel. I'm going to give it a flex of 5 pixel a flex grow of 4. Yeah, for my class, let's see what we have just built. I hope we are the same. We are on the same page, guys. Let's give this a moment. Tools. Now this is our magic we have just created, and here it is. If you increment, you will see it has created a node with an inner text that you had given. This is quite good progress. Let us just show you where we had created that. This is the text that we are created in the inner element dot. This is quite good progress. Keep it, and it's burning. Program is the key. Bright to codes. Let's now continue. Let's see. Now, yeah, if we increment again, it displays four columns in one row. In the attribute, in the display grid that we had given it, grid template underscore column, repeat 4 columns, 1 free row. Yeah, let's continue. It will be just displaying 4 columns in a row. Let's see. If we continue incrementing, that's what you see. It maintains that 4 columns when going down in one row. 4 columns. We can decrement the way we want. Just adding nodes without going into the HTML and writing and typing. We just use JavaScript to add the nodes. Now if we want to remove the nodes, just decrement. Yeah, you see, you cannot see here because this one, I think it is, I don't know why it is standby, but it is when you click the decremental button, it is decrementing. You'll just see, you'll just watch here. You can see if you decrement, it decrement. Yeah, decrement. You'll see. Now that is how to use the HTML to create HTML CSS to create counter and set attribute using the JavaScript and manipulation. Thank you guys. I think you have enjoyed our lesson. For more questions, please don't for more questions you can just comment and we'll look at so that you can explore why you did not able to understand. Thank you guys. That is our video. Thank you guys.